But let's sort of talk about why I invited you and sort of where we start. So you guys have all read at least the link that I gave, and you know that that Luke completed an Ironman triathlon. An Ironman triathlon. What the hell is an Ironman triathlon for people who aren't following?
That's one of the things that I wasn't even familiar with this till, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. Other than what I saw on TV occasionally, people doing some swimming and biking and running. But let's start with the triathlon. So a triathlon is, there's different lengths of events, and you start off by swimming, followed by biking, and then you end with a run. And so there's a number of different places that have them, a number of different distances. But an Ironman triathlon is that, but on steroids. And so the way the Ironman got started is in Hawaii. There's a outrigger race or something, and these guys were at the end of the race debating about who are the best athletes. Are the swimmers better athletes? Are the runners better athletes? One guy said, well, I think it's actually cyclists that are the best athletes. And they realized that there's a 2.4 rough water swim in Waikiki. There's a 112-mile bike around the island, and then there's the Honolulu Marathon. And they said, well, let's decide this by putting them all together, the logical step, and put swimmers and runners and see who can win it. And so from there, that kind of got its life. And so it is the endurance event that is kind of the pinnacle for a lot of what people are really shooting for. And there's some psychos that do beyond that, but the Ironman triathlon itself is kind of known to started in Hawaii, but now there's a bunch of different events of the same distance throughout the world. And so I chose to go to Brazil for the event that I did, but that was that's what we got all started. How I got started with
so just to recap, first you swim what distance?
2.4 miles.
2.4 miles in open water.
In the ocean.
Then you get out of the water, change, do your business, and then you bike what distance?
112
miles. So 112 miles. And then you finish biking, and you do the easy part, a full marathon. And a full marathon is how long?
26.2 miles.
And so if you add these things up together, what's sort of a general time for, is there a deadline for when you have to finish?
17 hours is the deadline.
That you have to finish.
You have to finish. They close the course down for 17 hours. If you cross the line after 17 hours, they don't actually give you your little medal that everybody is striving to. That's actually the only reward, is this little medal that's about that big and has a ribbon that costs 35 cents. So.
Okay.